So, welcome everyone to this, which is, I believe, the first match in three-player tournament being organized on the Dominion parentheses card game Discord server. I'm WanderingWinder here to comment, along with Akuchi
Hello?
and rozyroz.
Hi.
And, well, the game is starting. So, three-player games mean we're not going to be able to see the hands of any except the first player. The match is going to be three games, with each player getting one first, one second, one third. There is an equal number of amount of distance between first and second and third places. If you tie for a place, you get the average of the points. And yeah, well, they've already started an opening.
And yeah, our players are cstollarch, raveshard, and swordfishtrombone.
Yes, and cstollarch has opened merchant, which is surprising to me.
Very fast decision.
Yeah.
Um, Stockpiles I would expect to get empty very fast.
Yeah, I'd say CS Tolark should have gone for stockpile.
The thing about merchant is if it doesn't line up with silver, it basically did nothing.
So yeah, with stockpiles, you might try to
Mhm.
skip forager and try to go straight to altar. But it looks like who is it? Is it swordfish trombone who planned to get forager and then bought a forager
Yeah.
in
I
the open?
Yeah.
I also might be slightly concerned about the game just ending before the trashing comes in, but they're not playing it this way really.
Oh, for sure, it's going to be a fast game, but I mean, there's time to trash. I think if you get an altar early, that's going to be fantastic to gain governors.
Yeah, if I got one soon
Mhm.
enough, I would take one, but like I could see you get stockpiles, and then you also want a lot of lackeys, and the stockpiles run, and the lackeys run really fast, and then the governors probably also run fast.
Wow, these guys
Yeah.
are playing really fast. It's hard
Yeah.
to commentate. CS Tolark
Yeah.
got a traitor. I don't like that. Uh, Raveshard got a cobbler. That seems a little dubious
Um
to me.
yeah, and I still don't like CS Tolark's opening with the merchant but no silver.
Yeah, I guess the I did he open trader or
Yes, opened merchant
okay?
trader.
Yeah, the idea is to get the silvers from trader, but um, I there's a lot better ways to there are a lot better things to do on this board.
Yeah, I agree.
But CS Tolark does have 7 now and can get an altar, so if he chooses to do so. Yep.
Yeah, that alter makes sense.
Um, Swordfish trombone, I assume is pretty thin. It looks like they've got a 9 card deck now. Um, and they've got a couple foragers in it. And CS Tolark hits 8 there
Yeah.
and slams Province.
Yeah.
That sure seems premature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh
well, I would expect this game to empty so fast I would probably take Province pretty early, but actually not the way that it's
yeah.
going, really.
Yeah, I'd say get like some like altars, maybe like a governor in your deck.
Oh, I'd want a lot of governors. What were you thinking about the pile? Stockpile and lackeys, were you thinking?
Mm-hmm. And Governor probably as the big threat for the third pile.
Yeah, lackey's definitely going a little underutilized. Stockpile definitely going to empty here. I mean, Ravenshard getting that cobbler kind of cements that. I think he's that's like Ravenshard's plan is to gain stockpiles with the cobbler. Oh wow! Oh, he's got okay. He's got a villager. I was really concerned there for a moment.
Okay, so CS Tulloch has gone for the Grove. The Grove I feel like is always like more helpful to your opponents, and you can get like Forager from buys from Forager. So I don't
I mean,
like
I
that.
like that CS Tolark is getting some plus buy, but I would prefer it to have come from stockpile. Although when stockpiles run, you're gonna want some other solution there.
At
Yeah,
that
Oh
but
point, I'm not sure
no!
that the game isn't over. I think CS Tolark might have a problem with terminal space here.
Well,
Although I
he
guess
traded a silver there, which I mean, I don't know. I don't like that. I guess.
it doesn't seem that bad to me.
Mm,
I would have just rather traded a copper and bought a governor.
yeah, that would have been a better move.
I'm actually not sure. I think this game is going to end. I still think this game's going to end pretty fast. And given his deck, I don't know that. I'm not sure. Given their deck, I don't know that the governor's going to have time to pay off. Their deck is so thick. Um,
Swordfish Trombone, he already turns a gold into a province, so he's definitely
Yeah.
on the early
it also powers up
waves.
his million foragers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
probably part of the reason for that.
looks like a strong turn there. So Swordfish Trombone ended up not getting the altar. It's the other two players who got it, but he went for the planned forager line, got a second forager, and now I believe he's very thin, and he's replenished his stockpile for a little bit of economy. So
Wow, raveshard just trashed a stockpile with forager there. That's
Yeah, I'm
very
not sure.
surprising to me.
Yeah, I feel like swordfish trombone will benefit more from that, and his
Yes,
stockpile is useful to Ravenshard.
I do wonder how many coppers Swordfish Trombone has left. He might be getting pretty low,
I
but
would think it'd be very low, but I also don't know that I'm going to think that matters. Getting the last two governors here, yeah.
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
he's got 5 governors now.
Buys a copper. Interesting.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
he's like those forgers are really powered up, right? So he's just trying to find a way to be able to play them.
I
yeah,
was thinking as cstollarch here, I would have altered lackeys into lackeys,
yeah. That
Mm.
would have been a good idea.
but still does hit province here. And
Yeah, that's a third province for cstollarch.
I
So
think
Rozyroz mentioned that Sacred Grove usually more helpful for the other players, and with Wind's Gift, that is certainly the case.
I think that CS Tolark, as a postal also ruler said in the chat, is pretty likely to get second place here.
Yeah, but think I feel
Yeah,
like
we'll see what Raveshard can manage. He has 3 governors at least.
I think
um,
more. I don't think CS Tolark has more than one, if that many even.
So governor like 3-player games are really tricky. So Swordfish Trombone is going to have a pretty tough decision about how many provinces to take. He really wants 2 more turns. So how
yeah,
many provinces do you take? Is it safe to take 2? I think so.
I'd take as many as I could get.
yeah,
See,
I
I think
think.
if I take 3, I'm kind of scared that CS Tolark takes 1 and Raveshard takes 3. Oh gosh. Well, now it's at
yeah,
the point where yeah, I take as many as I can get.
yeah. Like I'd say just like go big on province there and try
Yeah.
to score.
If you can take 3 or more, I think you lock the win here as Swordfish Trombone. But when there were 7 left, I feel like it was a tricky decision about whether or not you try to get another turn.
Yeah,
I think Swordfish Trombone can take two more here. It is still a little bit not the clearest, I guess, what's going to happen. Because with gaining gold is a bit surprising to me.
I think he needs it. I don't think he has another gold.
yeah,
And he's
um,
got 1 more governor. So does he have a stockpile is the question. Because if so, he might be able to buy 2 province. Wait, yeah, he
um,
might be able to buy 2.
There are two stockpiles in
so that's
exile and one in the
10 more.
trash.
So that leaves, I guess that leaves 4 more.
And
Okay,
I
so
have no idea where they are.
that's the 6th governor. And I think that's how
I think they're all in, or most at least in Ravenshar's deck.
Yeah, and I see one just like floating around the play area, like on top of Governor.
Yep.
me too.
No, wait, now it's
But he's got the
covered up.
foragers. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay, he can definitely get 2 provinces, 2 more provinces here, which I think locks the game.
What's in his hand? There's at least a silver.
There's at
And
least
a
one copper.
copper.
Yeah. A lack, maybe. I don't know if he has lackeys left.
I think another forager. Yeah.
Um,
Oh no, is that it? 14.
yeah, that I think that might hurt him a lot.
This could be province duchy.
Yeah, because like if Ravenshard gets 2 provinces here, which is completely realistic now that he's been drawn so many cards. Oh, you got to go for
Yeah.
province here.
Just go duchy
You're not getting
stockpile.
another turn.
Yeah, you.
I
Let's go
mean,
for province.
you might.
Yeah, that single duchy.
I mean, he
That's
he
Ra-
drew Ravenshard 3 cards.
yeah, but Raveshard doesn't have that many golds,
Hmm.
right? There's
Does he
4
have
in the
2
trash,
forages?
and there's at least 1 in Swordfish Trombone's deck.
He's got a lot of stockpiles.
yeah. Okay.
He does
so
have a lot of
here-
stockpiles. That's true.
And like Swordfish Trombone put himself in a position to get 3rd place here, right? If he had taken province, there's no way he gets 3rd place.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was last player. I would be happy with a possible 2nd place finish as Swordfish Trombone there.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see if Raveshard manages to triple here.
Playing altar makes it look like no.
Ooh. All right, then Swordfish
There's
Trombone.
at least stockpiles.
Oh my gosh, so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ravenshard was really just missing a gold that his governor could have.
Or the
Yeah.
or could he have done the altar?
Could he have? Yeah, I don't know if he drew the altar. That's a good question.
He had the altar because he didn't draw it off any of these governors.
Then yeah,
The last
he might have been
governor
able
drew
to
a forager,
remodel.
a silver, and a stockpile, though, so that was a lot of the money.
Okay, so Swordfish Trombone, it looks like it froze when he has a win.
It's
It was just waiting on other people to resolve their remodels.
Okay.
presumably he can win here. You just gotta like forage something, and you can buy double duchy, and that's a win.
Yep. Or that. So long as nobody can turn into duchy,
Well,
but
I imagine he can still double duchy even after doing this.
Yeah, I think that.
yeah. And also, Ravenshard doesn't
Yeah.
have any 4-cost cards.
Yep, he has a win here, I think.
Okay, it was close there. I
Wow.
wasn't sure if Swordfish Trombone would get another turn, but 1st place finish. I got logged out.
Yeah, we all
Yep.
did. It was a server
Okay.
restart.
But yeah, 1st place finish for. It was kind of reverse the player order actually. Swordfish
Yeah.
Trombone went 3rd, but managed to get 1st.
So I'm gonna have to write that down because I have a bad time tracking when there's only 2 players.
Yeah, I don't know if you figured out a way to notate it in an OBS overlay.
Oh no, I don't have any overlays set up. So
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll remember the outcome for sure.
it's
Yeah.
Mary A wants to play.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right. So now I believe the player order is Ravenshard should go 1st, and then Swordfish Trombone, and then cstollarch.
Yes, I believe so.
Nope, it's actually I think the opposite of what I
Yep.
thought.
Okay.
So it's Swordfish Trombone 1st.
Okay.
So will they play as fast this game as they did in the first game? We'll see.
Yep. That was a like very impressive play speed that first game.
That's one way you could put it. I might have gone for dizzying, but I'm a spectator, so.
Yeah, it's a little too fast for ideal spectating.
Okay, so this is very interesting. Ambassador is one of the cards that's
Oh,
actually pretty different, 2 player to 3 player.
yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
I,
have a lot of junk.
I think it is in 3 player. It's possible for one person to get their deck under control. In 4 player, it's pretty much impossible. But in three
Yeah.
player, usually how it shakes out is one person manages to stay afloat in the Ambassador War, and the other two get completely flown.
Well, there
Yeah.
is some amount of help here in the form of Bounty Hunter.
Oh. Yeah. If they choose to like exile their estates instead of ambassador them, then that can get it out of the way.
The
Yeah, I
draw
think
here is pretty poor, though.
Bounty Hunter Ambassador seems like the best open, and I think Swordfish Trombone and raveshard are both going to go for that.
Yeah. Um,
cstollarch goes Fisherman Bounty Hunter. Um,
um,
City is also kind of
mm,
interesting, and you could try to play with Jack, I
yeah.
suppose.
Yeah. I guess city's the only draw here, so they're probably going to want to find some way to get. So they're probably going to want to like. I feel like the ambassadors can go.
Yeah, the only other way to draw is like printing a Necromancer, but
Very
that doesn't
unclear to
draw much.
me what pile would empty first. I don't see anything that's obviously going to empty fast.
Province.
Yeah.
I could see Fisherman emptying. I could see City
Ooh,
emptying, maybe.
very nice hand for Swordfish Trombone. Gets to return 2 estates and buy Fisherman. So,
Unless
unless
Raveshard,
raveshard,
and
yeah.
I haven't seen. No. Yeah, this is great for SFT. Raveshard goes for a second ambassador.
Yeah, that. So I guess their opponents are going to get some junk.
Let's see, what did raveshard get? He went for an artisan on turn 3, so he's pretty over terminal, but with the idea of being able to put cities into his deck.
Whoa.
Yep. CS
I'd
Tulloch does early provincing.
I'd somehow missed the gold, but
Yeah, me too. But
Swordfish
I mean,
Trombone also getting an artisan.
I think it makes a little more sense for Swordfish Trombone, but it might be overbuilding in a 3 player board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like my game plan here would be to try to get to where I can draw my deck, windfall, and then completely forget about deck control and just score. Well, not completely, but mostly.
Swordfish Trombone with a very thin deck, by the way,
Yeah.
and 1 estate, looks like.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the thin deck from Swordfish Trombone.
It all worked out. Oh yeah, here's unfortunate. Really? You gonna play Ambassador over Artisan there?
Yep,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, I'd probably go for like an artisan, like a fisherman or something there.
I think I need another city as Swordfish Trombone.
Yeah, that would be my inclination.
Yeah.
My inclination would kind of be just to take like all cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah. I guess you can take all the cities and then
So,
you have some nice draw.
and I'd put the city on top here, bounty hunter, a copper, and buy a fisherman.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Who got the Baron? How did I miss?
Well, going pretty
Um.
fast.
Apparently, cstollarch has the Baron.
Yeah. That.
He's got a lot of estates, so that
Yeah.
probably find a pairing there.
Yeah. He feel like
Hmm.
the
Okay.
thing is, I feel like it's gonna like use up a terminal for him.
Yeah, but cstollarch doesn't have any other terminals.
I think the Baron is fine for his
Yeah.
deck. Like he gave up on getting clean,
Yeah,
and so be it. In that
Yeah.
case, I think Baron's going to work fine.
Yeah.
But
I think.
there's a reasonable chance cstollarch gets second place here, I think.
Yeah, I think that's
Mm,
plausible.
Jack
yeah.
here for the silver gain, presumably.
Also draws.
Yeah. You could.
And
I
maybe
guess.
trashes. Oh, no, there isn't. The estate's in exile, right? Yeah. Could trash the ambassador, I guess. Doesn't seem
I mean, he can play the ambassador. I'd
good.
play it.
Yeah. Just. I'd say Ambassador Copper.
Possibly get another artisan. It's a little greedy.
I could see windfall.
Um.
Yeah, both of those seem reasonable. You need to get plus buy though if you get windfall.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't. You could just buy a province every turn.
I mean,
Yeah.
Swordfish Trombone has such good deck control.
Um. Yeah.
But it's.
Yes, it may be fleeting. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's a windfall.
Yeah, I guess the artisan just looks
I'm not sure
kind
how
of weird
easy it
in the
is
deck now.
to make good use of the plus buy. Because you still can't draw for quite a while.
Yeah. The plus buy.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking,
Mm,
like, if he got a second artisan, he'd be playing for the city activation and the long game. But I
Yeah.
think there are multiple paths to success here for Swordfish Trombone.
Yeah.
I'd be concerned that the long game, like it'll be too slow. I mean, I don't know. You're probably right in that kind of anything, he's very far ahead.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think Raveshard is junked enough and is dedicated to getting unjunked that he's not buying province anytime soon.
Yeah. Raven Shard, I guess, can just use like the bounty hunter to clean out his deck. Like maybe even a second bounty hunter.
I mean, Raveshard has two ambassadors and a bounty hunter, so he's invested in getting clean, but I just don't think he's like there. But I don't know for sure because I can't see his hand.
Yeah.
And does he have two bounty hunters? No,
Um.
it's just a
Yeah.
glitch with me seeing bounty hunter in
No,
his discard
they.
pile.
Yeah, I think they all have one
Oh,
bounty
that's
hunter.
okay.
Now Raven has two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like we do know Raveshard has 15 cards in his deck, which is not too bad. He's not getting junked to oblivion because cstollarch didn't pick up an ambassador.
15 feels like a lot to me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Swordfish Trombone has 16 cards in his deck.
I feel like more of those are cantrips, but maybe I'm wrong.
All right. So Swordfish Trombone passes up a province and buys a city. So he's building there. Therefore, I dislike the windfall because I would have liked the second artisan if that was the game plan to empty city.
Yeah. The. I don't think. I feel like the windfall is what you do before you start greening.
Or if you're able to start buying, multiple expensive things because you have that kind of control all the time.
Oh, I missed the prince.
Yeah.
I don't know
The
what the
prince
plan with the
was.
prince is.
I assumed that the plan was to prince a fisherman,
Fisherman?
but that's not so easy to set up. I particularly think that it doesn't go very well with the windfall.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like I feel.
you. Go ahead.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh. I was going to say maybe you can prince a bounty hunter. It also feels kind of bad.
He's going for it.
You
And
just
then
take the
buy it.
last city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess Swordfish Trombone has some nice draw here. The cities.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Raven has some pretty decent draw as well.
So he's got like Swordfish Trombone has an estate. He might want to plan to gain a baron with the artisan, but then that makes his bounty hunter here a little awkward.
Yeah.
Well, he does end up setting aside a silver. Okay, which is reasonable.
Yeah. I guess he could always like hope that Raven Shard doesn't Baron plays an ambassador on him and then like get that estate back from exile for the Baron.
But yeah, I mean, because he played Jack and he had silvers, like it's fine to exile that. Ooh, cstollarch with the late ambassador.
Yeah.
That's I don't think good for cstollarch, but it is bad for swordfishtrombone if he wants to bounty
Wait,
hunter the
what? CS
ambassador.
Tolark
No,
doesn't have an
sorry,
ambassador. Raveshard has
man,
two.
I'm having a tough time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having a tough
Oh,
time.
it's definitely hard to follow. Surely you're going to take a Baron here, right?
Yeah. Like
Whoa,
CS.
that was a snap. That was like a snap top deck province, but
Well,
he
you
doesn't
have
need
a
all the
you have a
things.
bounty hunter prince, so it makes sense.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think Swordfish Trombone has like a decent deck here. The question is he going to be able to maintain it with all the provinces coming in?
Yeah, I think Swordfish Trombone is a pretty big favorite right now. Um, I I think the bigger question is, can CS Tolark hang on to second?
Yeah.
Ooh, Swordfish
Mm.
Trombone found a nice time to play that Jack. Should be a good turn. Gotta get that estate.
Yeah.
Oh, foiled.
Yeah. I guess.
I mean, this is still enough money to double province.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay, yeah. Then you can just top deck a fisherman and gain an estate with Baron.
yeah, that's probably what.
Or you can top deck a province if you want to just keep on using that as your target.
You
For
could
bounty
do a
hunter.
lot with this. I'm not. There are a lot of options with this artisan. It's not clear to me which one.
Yeah. Like, do you even play the Baron here?
Yes,
Okay. So there he goes.
I want to buy double province, and I need the plus buy to be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so he gains an estate to triple. So I guess triple
Yeah,
province
can't triple
there.
anyway.
Yeah, I don't like that gaining an estate. You don't need the money from Baron.
Well, the
Yeah,
Baron could have gained the estate anyway,
It
so
is 1 point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
I mean, like the Baron could have gained the estate. You could have used the artisan to gain
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, you
anything
could have
else.
basically been in the same position, but had a fisherman instead.
yeah, on top.
Or like not played the artisan also seems better to me. I don't know. Or gain a
Well,
duchy, or
having a fisherman seems better
oh
than not
yeah,
playing
yeah,
that.
no, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Unless you
But yeah,
really want to have that province so you can bounty
actually,
hunt
yeah,
it.
Duchy gain in top deck would have been reasonable because he gets the 3 coins from bounty hunter that way.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Also, the game being close enough to over that
yeah,
Like he's guaranteed to get another turn, but that seemed like a fine time to get a duchy. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I guess we'll see how. So I guess hopefully he'll. So he only gets a single, but so that might be his last turn. But we'll see
But
how.
yeah, that's
well,
nobody else can double
he's never not winning.
at this point. Yes. No, none of his opponents, neither of his opponents can double.
It looks like CS Tolark likely to get second. Going to be
Yeah.
pretty hard for Raveshard to make this ground up.
Yeah, it would take like. I guess it would take a lot, and I don't even think Raveshard has a Baron in deck.
It would have to be
the buy.
doubled. You're right.
Yeah, it'd have to be double duchy and to hope that you get 2 deads from the opponent.
Yeah, and Ravenshirt doesn't even have a Baron, so can't double anything.
Well, artisan gained a duchy and bought a duchy.
Yeah,
So
I guess that works.
And that's a game.
this gains a silver probably.
Or a fisherman.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah, gain a silver.
Fisherman works.
Yep.
And I think that wraps up the match in Swordfish Trombone's favor. But
I
ought to be
believe
fine.
that's
No, I-
true.
Yeah,
Swordfish Trombone has 4. Raveshard has 1 point, and CS Tolark has 1 point.
Yes. So I guess.
So yeah, those two are now fighting for second place, which may or may not matter
Yeah.
in the format. I'm not sure.
Um, yeah. I
Uh,
think
I
it.
I don't remember how many people ended up signing up. It could matter for like what bracket you're in the next round, I think.
Yeah, I think it matters, but I'm not certain about that.
But yeah, good play from Swordfish Trombone there. Just a little bit of an awkward like windfall into oops, I want plus buy now and to empty all the cities.
Hmm.
Yep. Okay, so on this board, it looks like we're gonna get some nice like trashing with Replace and Steward. Um, I guess they can also get their draw from like Nobles and possibly Menagerie. Probably not.
All of them have
Depending.
exactly 3-4. Menagerie looks good to me, but nobles also look really good.
I definitely consider a fairy opening here.
On
Butcher or replace? I think Butcher.
Yeah, I guess the other thing is Nobles is the only village this game, so they won't have the best actions.
Yeah, I think I want to try to draw with Menagerie. Okay, cstollarch going for a kiln opening, which is a little weird. Okay,
Fairy on
so
Doctor is very interesting. I
yeah,
guess the Greeks think alike.
so we've got a three overpay doctor here, right, for Swordfish Trombone coming up. That looks pretty cool. I mean, I do like either doctor or steward to get rid of coppers.
Yeah.
And with the fairy token on Doctor, you might be able to overpay again, I guess.
I would not be interested in
I
that, I don't think.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'd be looking to, but I don't know if I woke up with 4 again here, I might.
So CS Tolarch, fairies to
Mm,
get a kiln. He's got nothing he wants to duplicate with the kiln. And then on turn three, fairies to hopefully get nobles.
yeah.
With, but you can't really play nobles
Like,
after kill.
yeah. Given that Swordfish
Yeah.
Trombone had exactly 4 again, I think it's somewhat reasonable to do this.
Yeah, you would need two Nobles to be able to play it after killing.
Okay. So a nice. Okay, this is a nice line for Raveshard. He puts the fairy on nobles so that he can replace an estate into nobles, which is great.
Oh yeah, that will work for him.
That was a pretty nice situation where he
Yep.
was able to see the replace on turn four.
And CS Tolarch is going for something similar.
Mm,
So the Swordfish Trombone's hand is, I believe, estate, copper, copper, copper. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, one silver is going to be fine, and then I think as Swordfish Trombone, you want to try to stop there so you can get the menagerie draw.
okay, so
CS Tolarch taking a bunch of different terminals.
yeah. I feel like CS Tolok should probably take some Nobels before going for all those terminals.
So Raveshard ended up not playing the nobles. Was afraid of drawing his replace dead, I guess.
Or Steward.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead, they collided.
yeah. Like I mean, I don't know what you expect. It's
Yeah.
pretty awkward with so many terminals in the deck. But Raveshard gets a menagerie, so
Wow, replaces nobles into nobles. Interesting.
I don't
Yeah.
really believe in the menagerie in Raveshard's deck because he's really prioritizing like he's not prioritizing copper trashing at all.
Yeah.
Well, I expect 2 coppers to likely get trashed this turn.
Yeah. Uh, I feel like the menagerie should have been like a steward instead or something. or maybe a doctor.
Oh, I missed the Overlord.
And this is going to be replace a state into another nobles, I guess.
Well,
Um,
Oh, no?
I
Okay.
think I think he's just doing nothing with this. Maybe he menageries it.
maybe an
No, okay. Yeah, he's just not trashing
archon.
copper.
It's probably fine, actually, anyway. This Overlord can be a menagerie. Boom, we got there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Menagerie finds a way.
Um,
I like to see all the down arrows on nobles there.
No!
Golden opportunity squandered.
yeah. I guess they're all fighting for those last 5 nobles.
Goes
Like,
for another Overlord.
buying nobles isn't super exciting here, but replacing estate into nobles is.
What about replacing nobles into nobles? Because Raveshard did that earlier.
Yeah.
It's not
Um.
terrible, but
Um.
it's not exciting.
I maybe take a few silvers to to replace into nobles.
Hmm. Swordfishtrombone just played this doctor to trash a curse. Could have replaced the doctor into noble. I guess I don't know what else is in this hand.
Yeah.
This game feels a bit
Ooh,
unusual to me.
seize the day.
Yeah. So
The day has been seized.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't have a good idea of what's in Swordfish Trombone's deck. I don't know if he's in good shape or not.
Yeah.
I think he's got a thin deck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the deck is quite thin.
Looks,
Okay,
yeah. It looks like 9 cards.
so he's been able to stay on top of the curse trashing. That's good.
Yeah. I guess nobles is probably going to ghost pretty soon.
Another nobles to nobles trash from Raveshard.
Yeah. Cause I feel like Raveshard is just maybe just trying to
Didn't Swordfish Trombone have
burn
a
through
menagerie
them.
activation here? If they didn't draw with the nobles? Yeah, their hand was
Uh,
copper, silver, nobles, nobles, overlord. I guess they wanted their overlord to do something else.
yeah, I mean it's still
Yeah.
They're gonna buy the last nobles here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess um Ravenshard.
that's the last
Yeah.
curse. Okay,
So I guess you just turn that last estate into Steward, I guess.
I'd kind of like to fairy menagerie here, so I can turn the zero cost into menagerie with replace.
Yeah. Um,
Do have to note that 2 piles are gone, although there isn't a clear third pile.
Yeah, it's funny. Usually when replace piles curses like this, you expect the states to be low, but not the case.
yeah. Like I'm not sure what the third pile would be.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody except for Swordfish Trombone is gonna go in for menageries.
Um, I think it would only really make sense for swordfish trombone, except I could see the cstollarch doing that.
Oh, I see. I would think Menagerie would be a good card in Raveshard's deck here.
Yeah, it would. He just has to get clean of these zero costs.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, hate to see it. Um, trash?
Yep. Yep.
Like
Yeah. I'd
steward
say
trash? Oh,
Giant the journey
Um,
token. Yeah, he's gonna ferry menagerie. Is
I would think, yeah.
yeah,
yeah. Um,
he's got the journey token in threatening position. I mean, it is real good if you trash the opponent's nobles.
Interesting though that none of them have considered ferrying the Overlord here.
wait.
It
No.
doesn't do anything.
Mm-mm.
So swordfish trombone with these two silvers getting in the way of his glorious menagerie activations. He's got to be thinking about replacing or butchering one of them. Probably butcher.
Yeah. I guess now raveshard is just try. I feel like swordfish trombone could maybe take a few stewards here.
I don't think I'd want to
I I think I'm
take
on Team Butcher. A gold is fine.
Hmm. I I want to set up more menagerie draw as swordfish trombone. Like you can potentially
Swordfish
do
Trombone is drawing his deck without
well
needing.
at the moment.
Sure, I want the
Yeah.
butcher. Like I'm gonna butcher one of my silvers into a menagerie.
Yeah. No, I mean he's got the overlord, right? So he can
Yeah,
butcher.
yeah. And the gold seems fine because you are gonna want some money.
I agree.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, and he has a kiln. Okay, I like that.
okay.
Kiln for overlord is really nice.
Yeah, that's like uh, good. Except I guess you can't use Overlord to play nobles anymore.
That's okay. He has four nobles, right?
Wait,
Like he's got a
why
lot of
why
nobles.
can't? Oh, because there aren't any in the supply. Got it.
Yeah, so I feel like Swordfish Trombone should also like move the token somewhere.
I don't think it's probably worth the time. You just buy a province here.
Yeah, I agree. I really like being able to kill an overlord because you can play that overlord like as a menagerie. It gives you a lot of flexibility with the menagerie activation stuff, and then also as the butcher. Like nobles plus action mode is usually really sad, but with draw as powerful as menagerie,
Yeah, and I guess it looks like cstollarch is
Scared that the game is gonna
going to
end.
the state. Yeah, it looks like he's like turning the curses into a state.
so a
Like
dud turn for swordfish trombone, but he gets a province
And a gold.
and a gold.
Pretty good dud.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a real good turn here too. And you
Neither.
can also like butcher province in hand to activate menagerie. It's just a
Yep.
really nice situation once you get your deck under control.
Once again, I think Swordfish Trombone is cruising with this game. Um, and really the interest is between the other two, which, I mean, given that Swordfish Trombone had locked up first place in the match anyway, is kind of appropriate, I guess. I don't know.
True,
Um,
yes. So
yeah,
we should be looking at what the other two players, what situation they're in. I see three curses in hand for cstollarch. You
and
hate
two
to see that.
coppers. Yeah, yeah, you kind of maybe don't hate to see it.
Well, I mean, you hate to see that you have three curses in your deck that you
Sure,
have in trash.
but given that they're in your deck,
Yeah,
lumping
see
them
them
all
all in
together
one
is
big
not the worst
bang.
thing.
Yeah, it'd be better if you had it in hand with your overlord and you could trash two of them, but alas.
I believe neither Raveshard nor CS Tolark has seized the day yet. Is that
I think that's correct.
yeah. So I guess they might be looking for that use that soon.
It could. I feel like Seize the Day. Yeah, I don't know. In three player, like it potentially gives you more reach, right? Where
Um,
you can be like, oh no, there are exactly like if there are two or three provinces left. I
um,
don't know. We'll see. But a nice double province turn from Swordfish Trombone.
Raveshard just declined to buy a menagerie, presumably thinking the pile is too low and doesn't want to lower
yeah,
it anymore.
yeah. I guess I I guess the real thing is I think if Swordfish Trombone can get the buys somehow, he has like a good chance at piling the menageries.
What I'd do with Ravenshard's hand is I'd. Oh no, you can't overlord his nobles. No, you're just kind of screwed. Okay,
Okay,
here.
so here you can steward
Butcher,
trash.
steward trash or butcher into menagerie.
Eh,
Okay.
eh, eh.
Okay.
Okay. You could have gone further
Yeah,
here by replacing a copper, but it
you
may
could have.
not be worth it.
Yeah, you could have activated.
Yeah.
This is a interesting order. Oh, finally thin now. Gonna seize the day? Does seize the day.
Yeah.
Okay, nice starting hand.
So now Overlord Butcher a copper.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
replace one.
probably
Oh, into
Yeah.
menagerie. Okay.
okay.
Alright, so now you need to figure out how you're getting economy. Okay,
That's
playing it as
how.
giant. That's a way to do it.
Um,
Oh, but giant doesn't give out curses anymore, so that
yeah.
completely duds on swordfish trombone.
Yeah.
Had had by win I assume you mean you're emptying the menageries for second place, thus securing second place in the overall match.
Mm,
The chat is pointing out that Raveshard could have done that. I assume Raveshard's trying to like win this game still, which doesn't
yeah.
seem
I guess the
realistic,
only way to
but
do that is and then replace them into provinces.
Bit of an awkward.
Like you guys reach the province. The problem is like on a single buy board, that's kind of hard to do.
I mean, it's like swordfish trombone could just easily empty menageries. Like,
oh
what's
yeah.
to, what's to stop him?
Yeah.
He's winning. Like, it's not even.
I imagine he's going to do that here.
Yeah, he probably has that in hand.
Okay, so Swordfish Trombone, that's the end of the match. Swordfish Trombone won all 3 games.
Yeah, a 6 point final victory
Raveshard got second twice and third once, and
for 2 points.
cstollarch got second once and third twice. So the final ordering there is Swordfish Trombone, Raveshard, cstollarch, just as you see in the results of this game. Wow, that was a fast match.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
three-player games in under 1 hour, significantly
Yeah.
under 1 hour because they started pretty late.
Yeah.
That was impressive from them.
Oh yeah, 6 curses in CS Tolarch's deck. That just it wasn't obvious to me how bad of a spot he was in there.
Well, because it's
Yeah.
very hard to see their other decks. Also, all 7 coppers still.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see how
Well,
bad their decks were.
thanks for listening, everybody. And I think there's going to be more 3-player matches. I don't know when, but relatively soon.
They can be scheduled. Yeah, thanks for the commentary, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.